Hello guys, this is the second part of Government of India schemes. Okay, now today we will start with the Ministry of Labor. Under this ministry, Atmanirbhar Bharat Rozgar Yojana. Okay, it is a central sector scheme. Please keep this in mind. Then this scheme is aims to boost creation of new jobs in the formal sector post COVID-19. Okay, we all know that what happened during COVID-19. To overcome the issues of job loss, Government of India brought this scheme. This scheme is implemented by EPFO, Employment Provident Fund Organization. Next one is PM Prime Minister Shramyogi Mandan Yojana. It is a scheme. It is a scheme for the old age protection. It is like a pension scheme for the old age people. It is also central sector scheme, and this scheme is voluntary plus contributory. What it means? In the voluntary, the scheme is voluntary for the you know uh, old age people, sorry, not for old age, it is for the people who wants to contribute. There is no mandatory. If they want, they can contribute to this, and this contribution is made by, if 50% is made by the person and remaining 50% is made by the Government of India. Okay, this scheme is applicable to age between 18 to 40 years. Okay, after attaining age of 60, okay, after attaining the age of 60, they will get monthly 3000. Okay, and monthly 3000, and this scheme is applicable to the only people whose income is less than 15,000. It is not applicable for everyone. It is applicable to the people who have their monthly income is less than or equals to 15,000. Okay, and this scheme is only for the unorganized workers, not for the organized workers. It is only for the unorganized, and entry age 18 to 40 years. 18 to 40, but they will get pension after attaining age of 60. Keep this point in mind. It is not after 40, it is after 60. Okay, it is implemented by LIC. Okay, in the event of subscriber's demise, if any person who contribute to that money, if he dies, if death happens, his spouse, either wife, okay, or husband, whoever dies, other fellow will receive the 50% as the family pension. Okay, under this scheme, early exit available. What it means? If anybody joined at the age of 19 while contributing to the scheme, and if they want to take back their money after 10 years or 5 years, they can take it back. Okay, for taking it back, there are some conditions which are mentioned below. You just read them. It is not important exam point of view, it is too technical, but if you want to know, you can read this 4 lines, you can understand. But under this scheme, if anybody wants to exit out of the scheme, they can do it. There is no compulsion to be continue throughout the requirement period. Okay, and this scheme is not applicable to the people who is taxpayer, and also if he enrolls any new pension scheme or EPFO scheme, if they enroll into that, they are also not eligible. Okay, one more time, I'm revising it. This scheme, PM Prime Minister Shram Yogi Mandan Yojana, it is for old age protection. Okay, it is only for the unorganized workers and whose monthly income is less than or equal to 15,000. Okay, entry age 18 to 40 years. It is voluntary and contributory, 50% basis, person and then government. It is a central sector scheme implemented by LIC. Minimum they will get 3000 after attaining age of 60, but not 40. Keep this point in mind. If any person dies, his spouse will receive remaining half of the money, 50% only. And if he wants to exit out of the scheme, he can do it anytime. Okay, and it is not applicable for the people who pays the tax. Okay, next scheme related to Ministry of MSME. Okay, the scheme name is Prime Minister Vishwakarma scheme. It is very much in news recently. It is also central sector scheme. It is for the traditional artisans and crafts people. Okay, and this coverage is rural area and urban area, not just rural, urban area also. And under the scheme, skill upgradation also there. Okay, it is implemented by Ministry of MSME, and Ministry of Skill Development, and then Ministry of Finance. And eligibility, so who is eligible for this? Okay, an artisan or craftsman working with hands and tools, engaged in one of the recognized 18 family traditional trades within minimum 18 years of age. Okay, it is not for all, it is only for the 18 family based. Okay, example: boat maker, potter, blacksmith, goldsmith, carpenter. Like that, there are remaining total 18 recognized castes are there. For them, it is applicable, and benefits are applicable to only one person, one member per family. For example, if in the family of potter, if they two people are there, but they both people are not eligible, but only one member for family. Okay, one member per family is applicable. What is meant to be family here? Wife and husband to unmarried child. And under the scheme, they will provide ID card also. Okay. And next scheme, Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. The scheme name is Prime Minister Ujjwala Yojana. The scheme aim is, it is 2.0, second version, second time. Aim is to give 75 lakh LPG connection over 3 years. 2023 to 2026 in between. Okay, 75 lakh. And first 1.0, first time already provided 8 crore LPG connection, it is already achieved. Then it is a time for 2.0. Okay, main aim of the scheme is providing LPGs, that is fine, but what is main aim is safeguarding health of women and children by providing them a clean cooking fuel, that is LPG. Okay, here women must attain the age of 18 years. And then beneficiaries identified by the socio-economic cash census of 2011. Okay, already if anybody have LPG connections, then they are not eligible. Okay, this is the scheme of Prime Minister Ujjwala Yojana. Okay, with this scheme, we are in the current affairs of September and October, November. Now we are going to see some other schemes which are in the current affairs before to the September. Okay, one is Prime Minister Gram Sadak Yojana. It is started in 2000. It is by Ministry of Rural Development. Simple, it is to provide connectivity by way of an all-weather road to unconnected habitats. Like simply village roads are connected to the highways. Okay, it is the Prime Minister Gram Sadak Yojana. The next one is Fasal Bima Yojana. It is by Ministry of Agriculture. It is a crop insurance scheme to, to provide financial support and risk coverage to the farmers against crop loss due to natural calamities, pests and diseases. It is an insurance for the crops. Okay, and the crops, what are the crops? That is decided by the state government, not the central government. State government will decide what are the crops in the Kharif season and then Rabi season. It is not for all crops. Okay, in the Rabi season, a farmer has to pay 1.5% of money, and then Kharif season 2%, and then commercial crops 5%. Okay, if any problems happen due to natural calamities, pests and diseases, if he get any loss to the crop, he will get compensated by the government. And here we have to keep this point in mind. If examiner asks this scheme is for the revenue protection. It is not at all a revenue protection. It is not applicable for the revenue protection. It is only the insurance scheme that too something happens because of natural calamities, pests and then diseases. Please keep this in my mind. Okay, and also winds portal, it is in the news related to weather information. So okay, it is this portal started under this scheme only. Okay, yeah, and then it is some quick info regarding schemes, what is what. Okay, it is not detailed like above one, because these also in the news, we need not to go into detail, but we have to know what is the scheme, what is meant by it. Okay, first one is BharatNet project. It is by Ministry of Communications. It is to provide optical fiber connectivity to 2.5 lakh gram panchayat. Here it is not to households. Okay, it is for gram panchayat. It is simply as part of the e-governance. Okay, Ministry of Communication. And then Sata scheme. It is scheme by Ministry of Petroleum. It is for to set up compressed biogas production plants and make available them in the market. Okay, biogas plants has to set up. It is under the Satat scheme by Ministry of Petroleum. And the next scheme is Samitva scheme. It is by Panchayat Raj, Ministry of Panchayat Raj. Under the scheme, mapping the rural areas with the help of drone technology. Okay, they will map the rural areas with the help of drone technology. Okay, this is a Samitva scheme. Next one is PM Musha scheme. This scheme for by Ministry of Education to enhance quality of higher education by providing financial aid for infrastructure development. It is for higher education. Please keep in mind it is not primary education. If in the examination examiner asks that if it is related to primary education, it is not. It is for the higher education. PM Usha scheme under the Ministry of Education. And then next scheme is Lakpati Didi scheme. It is by Ministry of Rural Development. It is not Ministry of MSME, but it is of Ministry of Rural Development. It is a skill training program to women. Under this scheme, drones will be provided to women for the agriculture activity, and they will teach how to make LED bulbs and then plumbing, etc. There are some other areas also there. They will make the skill upgradation to the women. It is particularly related to women. Okay. And the next scheme is Great scheme. It is related to Ministry of Textiles. Okay. And then next one is Samarth scheme. It is also related to Ministry of Textiles. It is a demand driven skilling program. Okay, but please keep this point in mind. Under the Samarth scheme, spinning and weaving is excluded. Okay, and next one is PM SSV scheme. It is by Ministry of Social Justice. It is a award of scholarships to OBC, economically backward classes, nomadic and semi-nomadic tribes. It is for the students only. Okay, this exam is to get this scholarship there is entrance exam test, that is called SSV entrance test. Okay, this test is conducted two times, two levels. One is after in the ninth class, another one is 11th class. Okay, it is a Ministry of Social Justice, but it is not Ministry of Education. Please this keep point in your mind. Okay, PM SSV scheme is for social by the Ministry of Social Justice, but not by the Ministry of Education. Okay, next one is Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Gramin Jyoti Yojana. It is a scheme for rural electrification. It is under Ministry of Power. Okay, under the scheme, actually, if any 10 households in the village get the electrification, then that village will be considered as complete electrified village. It is as per the government definition. Under this, by using this definition, government announced that in India all the rural areas are electrified, and then criticism started that there are many households who don't have the electric facility. Then government of India modified the scheme into Saubhagya scheme. Here 10 households as a criteria, but here whole aim is household electrification. Okay, under the Saubhagya scheme, it is also Ministry of Power. Under this scheme, as of now, as per the government data, 99.99 households are electrified. This is achieved. It is mentioned by the government. Okay, these are the schemes which are in the news. From June to November, we covered most of the most important schemes. There are some minor schemes also there, but that is not much important. So these are the minimum basic schemes we need to cover. So we covered with this. Okay, please revise the classes. Okay, thank you.